JIT-TV, just in time.
Sanmanan Babagela Makai, a very warm welcome to JIT-TV News, where we bring you nothing but politics, business, sports, and entertainment, all in one experience. Let's take a look at your headlines for today. President Ramaphosa reiterates calls for lifting of sanctions on Cuba and Zimbabwe. 460 irrigation schemes are set for maize. South Africa dominates Romania in Bordeaux. Now, President Cyril Ramaphosa has reiterated calls for the lifting of sanctions on Cuba and Zimbabwe. The president addressed the United Nations General Assembly on Tuesday. His speech was centered around world peace efforts and the role of the international community. President Cyril Ramaphosa highlighted the social and economic effects of the 60th year embargo on Cuba by the United States of America. The sanctions that are also being applied against South Africa's neighbor, Zimbabwe, should also be lifted, as they are imposing untold suffering on ordinary Zimbabweans, but also have a collateral negative impact on neighboring countries, such as my own country, South Africa, President Ramaphosa has said.
South Africa continues to call for the lifting of the economic embargo that was imposed 60 years ago against Cuba, an embargo that has caused untold damage to the country's economy and the people of Cuba as well. The sanctions that are also being applied against South Africa's neighbor, Zimbabwe, should also be lifted, as they are imposing untold suffering on ordinary Zimbabweans, but also have a collateral negative impact on neighboring countries as well, such as my own country, South Africa.
Now, history has been made as Zimbabwe marked a sport at this year's edition of the Miss Universe, to be held in El Salvador, Central America, in 2 months. Despite all the setbacks, finally a new queen has been crowned. Saturday saw the rebirth of the beauty pageant as the 21-year-old beautician Brooke Jackson was crowned winner at the Glitz and Glamour ceremony held at the giant Harare Hippodrome Auditorium. Jackson walked away with a ticket to represent the country at the Miss Universe in November after beating other 11 finalists.
Just-in-Time Television introduced a revolutionary game changer, a massive banner, bringing your live streaming, be it entertainment, news, animation, reality shows, you name it. Visit our website at www.JIT-TVzw, where you can stream just in time and subscribe for only 10 Rand. And don't forget to go on our social media platforms at Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. JIT TV is still yet to bring you. Entertainment is our game.
Let's take a look now at the African news for today. Now, the crash of a military helicopter in Kenya near the border of Somalia killed at least 8 people, officials said on Tuesday. The cause of the accident in Lamu County on the Kenya coast, was not immediately clear. Kenyan Defense Force operate in the region to help deter the Al-Qaeda linked extremists from the Al-Shabaab group based across the border in Somalia. The Defense Ministry said the Air Force helicopter crashed during the night patrol. A commission of an inquiry was sent to the scene. A defense official and a police official said all military personnel and crew members aboard the helicopter had also died. And now your international news. Now, President Joe Biden has said the world must stand up to Russia's naked aggression and support the people of Ukraine. Speaking to the UN General Assembly, he said Moscow alone bears responsibility of the war, stands in the way of peace, and has the power to end the conflict immediately. The US President urged the UN members to continue supporting Ukraine, as failure to do so will allow Russia to brutalize the country without compromise.
We're working with our partners to address Iran's destabilizing activities that threaten regional and global security and remain steadfast in our commitment that Iran must never acquire a nuclear weapon. Now, even as we evolve our institutions and drive creative new partnerships, let me be clear. Certain principles of our international system are sacrosanct. Sovereignty, territorial integrity, human rights. These are the core tenets of the UN Charter, the pillars for peaceful relations among nations, without which we cannot achieve any of our goals. That has not changed, and that must not change. Yet, for the second year in a row, this gathering, dedicated to peaceful resolution of conflicts, is darkened by the shadow of war. An illegal war of conquest brought without provocation by Russia against its neighbor Ukraine. Like every nation in the world, the United States wants this war to end. No nation wants this war to end more than Ukraine. And we strongly support Ukraine in its efforts to bring about a diplomatic resolution that delivers just and lasting peace. But Russia alone bears responsibility for this war. Russia alone has the power to end this war immediately. And it's Russia alone that stands in the way of peace, because Russia's price for peace is Ukraine's capitulation, Ukraine's territory, and Ukraine's children. Russia believes that the world will grow weary and allow it to brutalize Ukraine without consequence. But I ask you this: if we abandon the core principles of the United States to appease an aggressor, can any member state in this body feel confident that they are protected? If we allow Ukraine to be carved up, is the independence of any nation secure? I'd respectfully suggest the answer is no. We have to stand up to this naked aggression today and deter other would-be aggressors tomorrow. That's why the United States, together with our allies and partners around the world, will continue to stand with the brave people of Ukraine as they defend their sovereignty and territorial integrity and their freedom.
Banks of the mighty Zambezi River, right on the edge of the national park, Zambezi occupies the most unique and finest spot with the tranquility and seclusion every traveler seeks. Each of its well-appointed rooms is either garden or river facing, allowing you to soak in the serenity of the environment. The award-winning restaurant Amlonga offers delectable cuisine, which includes our famous high teas. To explore Victoria Falls from this fine location, book any of our packages now. Zambezi River Lodge. Relax, refresh, replenish.
Let's get down now to the business side of news. Now, a total of 460 irrigation schemes have been targeted for maize as efforts to improve agricultural production are escalated to mitigate the effects of climate change. This season, about 90,000 hectares of potential irrigable land have been identified for maize as the government scales up efforts to boost food production in face of a predicted El Nino season. Government is targeting to increase the area under irrigation from the current 193,000 to 350,000 hectares by 2025 as the country seeks to boost food production. Now, the CEO Africa Roundtable on Tuesday urged the new Minister of Industry and Commerce, Sitembiso Nyoni, to work with the private sector to develop Zimbabwe's ailing economy, Business Times reported. It comes at a time where the outlook of the economy is clouded by uncertainty as a result of a number of economic challenges such as power shortages, sluggish economic growth, high inflation and interest rate, as well as currency and exchange rate volatility. Nyoni promised that government will work together with the private sector for the development of the economy. Dial of Technology now introduces an innovative and convenient way to receive medical assistance. The +263 Health app is a virtual medical care platform with a comprehensive network for doctors, specialists, hospitals, and pharmacies to interact a lot easier with patients in the comfort of their home. To access the app, you can download it on Google Play Store or Apple Store, create your own account online, search for a verified doctor, and choose to visit or consult any doctor via video call or WhatsApp to give out details on your prescription for just a minimum consultation fee. That way you can go to any pharmacy near you for your pickup, creating a better world with +263 Health app.
As you can see as an example, this is a live patient consulting a real doctor.
For more information, visit the website at www.plus263health.com. Stop waiting on queues for long hours and move from difficult to easy life with +263 Health app, making health more affordable for every Zimbabwean, because your health is our health too. And lastly, on your JIT-TV News, a weather focus. And lastly, on your sports news for today. Now, South Africa continued their winning ways at the Rugby World Cup 2023 with 76-0 win over Pool B opponents Romania at the Stade de Bordeaux on Sunday. It just took 10 minutes for South Africa to raise to a 26-0 lead with tries of Cobus, Reinach, Makazole Mapimpi and Damian Willems before Reinach made it a hat trick to enter the break 33-0 ahead. In the second half, Mapimpi scored a brace to pick up his hat trick, while Dion Forey, Grant Williams and Willie Leroux also crossed the line in a dominant display by the Springboks. Congratulations to South Africa. And that is it from me to you. A huge thank you for joining me today. As always, kindly please comment and follow us on all our social media platforms on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram and TikTok, or rather you can go to our website at www.JIT-TVzw. Signing out, it is Andile Guguletsi. Have yourselves an amazing day.
Hello, I'm Sashali Taylor, top 12 Miss World South Africa, finalist for 2023. And on behalf of me, JIT-TV and South Africa, I'm wishing the Springboks all the best of luck for their game this Saturday. Go Bokke!
JIT-TV, just in time. There are not so many places where mice excellence has been achieved. Meeting in Zimbabwe is the best business decision you will ever make. Our adherence to COVID-19 safety protocols is second to none, coupled with the warm and hospitable nature of the people of Zimbabwe. Our conference facilities sit on marvelous backdrops which will offer a splendid experience that will leave a lasting impression on you and your delegates. The magic of Zimbabwe can be felt in every breath, bite and beat. Stadiums and exhibition centers are known for their international appeal and world-class standards. The high-end technology will surely enhance your experience of the exhibition, festival or concert. Motivate your team by treating them to a trip of a lifetime through our crafted itineraries. Should they have love for adrenaline-packed activities or calm and relaxed excursions, the enchantment will last a lifetime of memories. Mingle and engage with locals and enjoy our diverse culture and warm hospitality. Our mice drivers are ready to welcome you to Zimbabwe and exceed your expectations. The revolution shall be televised. JIT-TV.
just in time.